All right, we're continuing on. So here's what I want to do. I want to show you this graph. I think I'll be okay by sharing this, hopefully. So this graph here shows, where did it go? Where did it go? There it is. Okay, so here's the graph. So it looks very much like ice cream sales can be used to predict polio. And in fact, you could probably use the ice cream sales to predict polio cases, even though does ice cream cause polio? No, correlation is not causality. However, we could use ice cream sales to predict the number of polio cases, and we would be very close to accurate. Okay? So it can be used for prediction. Now, the question is, what causes polio? You guys know?
Summer.
Summer causes polio.
Hot temperatures.
Okay, hot temperatures. There's actually, so the idea here is there's actually a lurking variable. There is something about summertime. Okay? Summertime, people like to eat a lot of ice cream, right? Because it's hot. What else do people like to do in the summertime? Swim. Swimming causes polio. Did you know that? How come none of you have polio? Okay. Swimming in infected lakes and ponds. There's a virus. No, it's not a virus. It's a bacteria that causes polio. And if you swim in an infected lake while you're eating your ice cream, you're going to get polio. Okay? So there is a lurking variable, and that's why it happens in the summertime. Okay? So these summertime cases. So the problem is, yes, you can use ice cream sales to predict polio cases, but that's not the cause. It's a lurking variable of, oh, it's a bacteria. Don't swim in infected lakes and ponds. Okay? Or then we had Jonas Salk. We talked about Jonas Salk on the first day of class, right? He came up with the cure for polio, which is a vaccine. Okay? So anyway, so that's a very fun video. I'll show you another video next time. We're about out of time in class. But and I can't remember what my notes are. So read through that. There's some notes in here about correlation and causality. There needs to be a strong relationship. I'm trying to remember what the other ones are. But anyway, I'm going to update my notes, and I will post my notes after class. So as far as class goes, on Tuesday, we will meet back here. Do you think that, is it okay? Should we just meet here all the time? Or would you like to be able to use the library lab when they'll let us?
I like the library.
You like the library? Okay, so we can't use it again until next Thursday. So if you have, so here's what I would do. Would you like me to give you some, I can't remember if there's enough practice. Would you like me to give you some extra practice on correlation in a spreadsheet? Oh, by the way, do you think there's a cheater method?
Yes.
Yes, there is. Can you use it on the test?
No.
No, you can check yourself. Do you want to know what the cheater method is? Okay, here we go. Okay, so we've got our data here. I will post this spreadsheet up if you want to do it. If you were Bill Gates, Robert, and you were trying to come up with a command for the correlation coefficient, what would you pick?
Correlation?
Correlation. How about coral? Okay. Start your parentheses. Now here's how it works. It says array. It tells you array one. Array one means your first data set. Okay. So I'm going to highlight my X data set, and I'm going to press a comma, and I'm going to highlight my Y data set, and then I'm going to close my parenthesis. And do you think we'll get 0.59465882? You're as smart as a computer.
Not really.
Okay, not really. Okay, so anyway, you can use that to check yourself. But would you like me to give you some practice? Say, find the scatter plot, find the correlation coefficient, because I still want you to do the problems in the book, but sometimes people think they need more practice. So I can give you 5 problems or so. Okay, so look for that this weekend. So the homework will be due on Tuesday, just like normal. You'll just tell me how much you did, and I will post also, in addition to Chapter 4 homework, I will post a few problems for you to find the correlation coefficient and scatter plots, okay? All right, thanks. See you all on Tuesday.